Hello everyone. Welcome to the Unified Solar Rooftop Portal for Arunachal Pradesh. In this video, we will understand the login, registration and entire application process for non-CFA consumers. First of all, let us understand the login process. Open any web browser and type solar.apeda.nic.in in the address bar to open the website. Scroll down the home page to reach the Apply Online Login option on the left side of the page. Click on the New User Registration option. Register using the appropriate applicant category and subcategory. All applicants except domestic category are not eligible for Central Finance Assistance CFA. So they will proceed as non-CFA applicants. Also, domestic applicants have option to proceed the application as non-CFA. Then click on the Register Now option at the bottom right corner of the page. Now, fill up the registration form with the basic information. Please note that the fields marked with asterisks are mandatory to fill in. Full name of the organization, short name of the organization, Discom name as DOP, phone number, fax number, email ID and password, the applicant also needs to enter the contact person information and alternate contact person information here. Name, designation, mobile number, phone number, if available. After filling up the form with required information, enter the CAPTCHA code and click on the Save button. Registration successful message appears on the screen. A system-generated mail is sent to the email address provided in the previous form stating successful completion of the registration process. Registered users will enter the email ID, password, and CAPTCHA code to login. Click on the Login option. The applicant dashboard appears. The menu bar is displayed on the left-hand side. The main drop-down menu is Discom Application. On clicking on the drop-down, sub-menu are being displayed. They are Apply for Solar Rooftop, Track Solar Rooftop Application. Dashboard also displays the interconnection and subsidy steps of the application process. Immediate action points are the current status of the application. The total application process is segregated into 8 steps, which is further divided into different steps. Step 1. Apply for solar rooftop. Step 2. Application review. Step 3. Technical feasibility approval. Step 4. In principle sanction for subsidy. Step 5. Interconnection agreement. Step 6. Work completion. Step 7. Grid synchronization. Step 8. PCR submission and subsidy disbursement. Out of these, the applicant has to act on step 1, 5, 6, and 8. For non-CFA applicants, step 4 in principal sanction and subsidy will not be applicable. Now we will see each step in details. The apply for solar rooftop option allows to apply for a new solar rooftop installation. Apply to solar rooftop page appears. The page shown consumer ineligible for subsidy to select. Click on the non-subsidized application button. On selecting non-subsidized applications, the form 1A Grid Connected Solar Rooftop Application Form Non-CFA form appears. Applicant should fill in this form to apply. Fields marked with asterisks are mandatory to fill in. Discom name is selected as DOP by default. The applicant needs to enter the service connection number to proceed with the application process. Next segment is consumer details. The category option is selected as commercial by default. Since we selected commercial consumers at the time of registration, in the name field enter consumer name as appears on electricity bill. The applicant needs to enter the connected load and contracted load. Phase type will be either single phase or three phase. Subcategory will be selected as commercial by default. Consumer details section is followed by address of the site for installations. Complete address of the site of installation is to be filled correctly. Door number, house number, street name, landmark, village name, mandal name, pin code, plant location. District, subdivision name, and installing agency are to be selected from the drop-down list. The technical details section consists of three fields that needs to be filled accurately. Proposed GRPV plant capacity KWP, shadow free area of roof meter square, total electricity consumption in units kWh in 1 year. Click on checkbox if communication address is same as site address. If different, the applicant needs to fill up the below details separately. In the next section of the form, relevant ID proof needs to be uploaded. Select type of ID proof from the drop-down list. Upload a self-attested scan copy of the ID proof. The maximum size of the file should not exceed 100 KB and the file format should be JPG, JPEG, PNG. The next and the last section in the application form is declaration. The applicant needs to mention the name of the place of application in the appropriate field. Upload a recent passport size photo, max file size 100 KB and file format should be JPG, JPEG. Upload a scanned image of the signature of the applicant. Max file size 100 KB and the file format should be JPG, JPEG, PNG. Latest electricity bill, max file size 1024 KB and file format should be PDF. At the end, click on the Save button. Notification in the green tab shall be displayed in the top right corner. Click on the Verify and Proceed. Then Acknowledgement appears. It can be downloaded from the Download option at the bottom left corner of the page. Now, when we move to the dashboard, the first step turns green, showing its completion, and the next action point is Discom response awaited. The current status of the application is shown as application in review by AESDO. Now, if we go to the Track Solar Rooftop Application option, we can see the current status as well as the upcoming steps of the application. In the second step, the approver AE will review the application. Post-review, the application may have one of the following status. Accepted. The application is OK and accepted. Shortfall. There is some deficiency in the information or the documents provided. Here, the applicant needs to resubmit the application. Rejected. The total application is cancelled. Let us consider a case where the AESDO has marked the application as shortfall. The dashboard will now look like this. In this case, the applicant needs to resubmit the application with complete and correct details. To resubmit the application, applicant can send the application by clicking on Step 1, tap directly from Dashboard, or they can access the Track Rooftop application page. After resubmission, AESDO will review the application again and provide response. In the third step, the AESDO will review the technical feasibility of the application. Here, the AESDO will perform the technical feasibility checks and provide responses. Here, AESDO can provide any of the three responses. Technically feasible, deficiencies and technical constraint, technically not feasible. If feasible, AESDO will provide letter of approval if the proposed capacity is technically feasible. Then it will directly go to next step. AESDO selects the second option, that is deficiencies and technical constraint. If there is any further deficiency or technical constraints in the feasibility study. In this case, the AESDO will propose feasibility for reduced capacity. Then the applicant have to resubmit the form 1A. Subsequently, the applicant can either accept the connectivity with reduced capacity and submit Form 2B or withdraw the application. Please note that feasibility report and intimation of technical constraints Form 2A and other documents can be viewed and downloaded from the Track Solar Rooftop application page. To accept the reduced capacity approved by AE-SDO, the applicant shall access the Track application page. On clicking on the green arrow under Action column, the Form 2B appears. On the Form 2B response regarding technical constraint, if the applicant accepts the reduced capacity, he/she needs to click on the I accept radio button. By clicking on the Convert to PDF option, the applicant can download the Form 2B in PDF format and upload the same at the Resolution of Deficiency section. If the applicant is not ready to accept the reduced capacity, he/she will have to select the Withdraw the Application radio button. In case application is technically not feasible, the application gets cancelled. The fourth step, issuing in principle sanction letter by Deputy Director, will be skipped for non-CFA applicants, as this step is only valid for applicants who are eligible and applying for subsidy. In step 5, applicant shall upload the interconnection agreement with DISCOM. Model of interconnection agreement is available in the Download Forms section on the website homepage. At this point, the Track Solar Rooftop application page will look like this. The applicant will have to click on the green arrow under Action column. Select the interconnection agreement and click on Submit to upload it. Now the applicant have to send the meter procurement intimation to the AE-SDO by clicking on the arrow. The applicant needs to enter details of energy meter procured and click on Submit to provide response. In the sixth step, the applicant needs to upload the work completion report by clicking on the green arrow under Action column. On clicking on the arrow, the work completion report, Form 4, appears. The first section of the form shows basic applicant details. At the bottom section of the page, the applicant needs to provide the following details: module mounting structure, details of the cable DC, details of the AC wiring, details of the DC distribution box, details of the AC distribution box, details of the earthing, details of the net meter details, if purchased by consumer, project details, project model and cost, details of the caution signage, provision of manual and automatic switches, GPS coordinates of the RTS PV system installation, whether operations and maintenance manual provided to the consumer, capacity of automatic relay isolation switch at interconnection point with grid and meter procurement details. At the end of the page, the consumer needs to upload all the relevant documents and pictures as specified. After submitting the work completion report, the applicant needs to send meter installation intimation. In this page, the applicant will mention the meter testing fee, which they have paid, and upload the NOC from Chief Electrical Inspector CEI or EI, which is mandatory only for systems greater than equals to 25 kVA. In the seventh step, the AE-SDO will visit the site and inspect the system. If no deficiency is found, the AE-SDO will issue the letter of synchronization. If the AE-SDO finds any deficiency in the system, the applicant needs to remove the deficiencies, post which he/she needs to resubmit the work completion report and meter installation intimation. Once letter of synchronization is issued, the interconnection process is complete. At the eighth step, the applicant needs to submit the project completion report with documents. Access this stage through the track application page. To submit the project completion report, the applicant needs to click on the green arrow under Action column. In the project completion report for Grid Connected Rooftop non-subsidized projects page, most of the fields will be filled with the details entered from the previous forms. The applicant will only upload the image of the installed plant and click on the Review Submit option. After submitting the project completion report, the application process from the applicant's end is over. Director APEDA shall review the non-subsidy application and submit PCR to SPIN portal. With this, we come to the end of the video on non-CFA consumers application process. Thank you.